Hey guys, it's your boy Arya Twindingham, and I name my channel, and I name my channel. It's Arya Vlogs Twindingham. Easy to read, but now I'm gonna tell you a story about Slendrina and her family. What happened to her family? What happened to her family and her household? So, the story begins as a young girl who was named Slendrina lives with her mother, Angeline, aka Angeline. Slendrina lives with her mother, Angeline. When Slendrina was old enough to marry, he eventually meet a guy named Slenderman. At least in this universe. While Slendrina and Slenderman, and Angeline turned their grandparents, Grandpa and Granny, turned like a zombie type mutation thing. They ran away as soon as they noticed that. And when Slendrina, Slenderman, and her mother Angeline came back, Slendrina and Slenderman were working out together, while Slendrina's mom, aka Angeline, her mind became psychotic, like killer thing. That she suggested a dog poisoning event. Angeline eventually poisoned the dinner while she was about to eat with her father and Slenderman. This leads to death of Slenderman and her father, also known as Nosferatu. Instead of setting free Angeline tried to summon them by doing a ritual. Thing. The Slenderman taught her. This leads Angelina turn herself into a spider-like mutation, like a zombified version of her. And Slendrina and her father came back, but as a ghost figure-like thing. Slendrina, a pale ghost, faceless, like this. And Nosferatu, a vampire-like creature. Let's just suggest that in Slendrina X, when we have our goal to defeat Slendrina and capture her in a book. Then we find some note. It says bookshelf. When we find the bookshelf, we find a crowbar. When we find a crowbar, we lead to the kitchen area where the doors are locked with wood. When we pull that off, we saw Angeline locked in a cage. This suggests that Nosferatu locked Angeline, but by imprisoning her for what she did to their family while they were human. And that's why. In the Granny chapter 2, we find the spider-like mutated spider-like creature is actually Granny and Grandpa's grandchild. Slendrina's child, of course. Her husband, also known as Nosferatu, a vampire-like creature. This heavily expected that Nosferatu locked up Angeline by imprisoning her for what she did to their family while they were human. And I'm not gonna take this a long time, so make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and also, adios.